These are the stories that keep me up at night. The missing, the murdered, the mysteries that have gone unsolved in our own backyards. I've covered crime in North Texas for more than 25 years, and now I'm opening up my reporter's notebook to you, revisiting cold cases and crimes that made headlines. The case we're profiling is one of the most infamous failures in Texas criminal justice history. Kenneth McDuff was a serial killer who was paroled not once, not twice, but 3 times with the help of his family who bribed the parole board. Every time he got out, he killed.
He's a killing machine, is what he is.
He began killing in 1966 when he killed 3 teenagers in Everman, Texas. He strangled one of the victims, a young girl, with a broomstick, and he was nicknamed the Broomstick Killer. He got the death penalty, but in 1972, the U.S. Supreme Court abolished the death penalty, so his sentence was commuted to life. He should have never walked free, but due to overcrowding in the Texas prisons and corruption on the parole board, he was paroled in 1989.
McDuff, with his quote, loving parents, decided that the best way to get him out was to offer a cash bribe to a parole commissioner. It just shows you the depths of what McDuff's family was trying to do to get him out.
Within days of being released, McDuff, who was a racist, threatened a young black man in his hometown of Rosebud, Texas. That was a violation of his parole, so he was sent back to prison, but in 1990, he was shockingly released again.
I think the blood's on their hand, and I think they need to know that.
The editor of McDuff's hometown paper said he was the town bully, and people were terrified when he got out on parole.
If there is such thing as a criminal mind from birth, I believe this might be one of them.
When he was out on parole, he killed 5 women.
He just goes back to resuming his career, and his career is killing mostly young women.
One of the cases I covered extensively is when I was a reporter in Austin in 1991. Colleen Reed was kidnapped from a car wash in Austin by McDuff with the help of a man named Alva Hank Worley. 2 months later, he kidnapped Melissa Northrup from a little gas station in Waco. Their kidnappings and murders really terrified the nation.
They've made a big mistake in letting him go.
There was a nationwide manhunt. McDuff had moved to Kansas City where he was working as a garbage collector until America's Most Wanted profiled this case and a coworker saw him. He was flown back to Texas to stand trial. That trial was filled with drama. McDuff was combative in court and at one point had to be dragged out of the courtroom. And he talked to the media almost every day.
Kenneth, who do you think killed Melissa Northrup?
I don't know.
No idea?
Not at this time.
What do you think about it?
Prosecutors called him pure evil.
I don't think I have ever seen or heard of anybody who more thoroughly embodied what we think of as evil as Kenneth McDuff.
Andy Kahn was a community rights activist. He was at the trial, and he said there was so much anger because the people believed that McDuff should never have been released, and they blamed the parole board.
They knowingly released a mass murderer multiple times back to the community, and they knew it, and they looked the other way.
The families never forgave the parole board. Even his own daughter didn't want to have anything to do with him. He actually tried to convince her to be a prostitute.
Oh, it horrifies me. It makes me sick to be part of this man, is what it does to me. I mean, I don't know, like I told Mom, I said, I just can't believe I'm part of somebody so cruel.
All of the victims' bodies had been found, except for Colleen Reed. McDuff eventually did tell them where her body was in exchange for dental work.
It's over. He's gone.
In 1988, McDuff was executed, and the victims' families described what they saw.
I can see the devil in him, because I believe he is the devil himself.
Kenneth McDuff is the only person in the entire nation that has ever been given the death penalty 3 times. He was the worst of the worst.
The ghost of McDuff will haunt this state for eternity. And still to this day, it does.
At one time, police even looked at McDuff as a possible suspect in the yogurt shop killings. But last week, investigators identified another serial killer as the suspect in that case.